Testing 1 2 1 2. Good. Most on Christ, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Abishai Barakatham. To all the brothers, Yahweh Shem all the thumb by Shem Abishai, all the sisters. Isupk Durham, North Carolina Sabbath service. Preaching officer Mahayal, me assistant conducting as officer Yanazar. All right. So we're gonna get straight into it, man. So brothers, if you could blow the horn and commence the Sabbath service. Most on Christ Almighty, which means to stand. Wapani Aquadum, which means rise and face east. We'll start off with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathan Lenawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawum, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawat Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawat Nawa, Wala, Tabiaya Nawa, Manasaya one, a ball, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Waha'ala, Wahataparith, Iwalamim,
Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power, the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Baba Kusha,
Nathan
Lenawa,
Hakak, La Para'ah,
Kal
Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayam,
Hakak,
Lahakwiyam, Hamatyam,
Hakak,
Al Rakar Waf,
Hatama Allah, Lagarishan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the
water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah
Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabaya. Allah Wapiahana. Allah Wapium. Asaranyam. Hakotazayanim. Hakoyoyum.
Wahakwatian. Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
The 121st Psalm in the Hebrew. Aisha. Ayanya, Al-Haharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliyad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Kalrai, Yashamar, Apnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Mayatha, Wa'id Iwalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes and took the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Thakarash, Wa Al-Thashakwat, Al, Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Yairayamwa, Shawada, Wayatha, Ya'itazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'Allah, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa'itazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Aliyaka, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashat, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawo, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanyalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Sayatamwa, Nada, Yabmawa, Ka'arab, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Manai, Kal Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogla, Kakwash, Lapanya Ka'ash, Tabi'ira, Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradapma, Basa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabaholwa, Aija'aid, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadayawa, Wayabahol, Kaya Atha, Shimka, Yahweh, Labadka, Aliyawan, Al-Kalha-Arataza. Keep not thy silence. O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still. O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Abba and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Shop, you be seated. Read. Most High in Christ. We right back at it again. Picking up right where we left off last week, right? Which was Exodus chapter 23 and verse 12. So this week we'll be picking up Exodus 23 and verse 13. For those who want to tag along, you go to blueletterbible.org. All right, type in Exodus 23 at the top. Go down to verse 13, press tools on the side, and it'll pull up your seer in Hebrew, right? Which we'll be reading from. And you can follow along as we get it in, right? Just so you understand whenever you're ready.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 13 in Hebrew. Wabakal, Ashar, Amarathia, Aliakam, Hashamarwa, Washam, Alahayim, Akarium, La'ah, Thasa Kayarwa, La'ah, Yashamai, Al Payaka. Verse 14. Shalash, Ragalayim, Thakag, Laya, Bashana. Verse 15. Ath, Kag, Hamata Zawath, Vashamar, Shabaith, Yum Yum, Akal, Matazawath, Kaashar, Tazawayathka, Lama Wathite, Lama Wa'id, Kadash, Ha'abiyab, Kaya, Kuwa, Bowa, Yataza'ath, Matazarium, Wala Yara Awa, Panya, Rayaquam. Verse 16. Wakag, Hakwatazayar, Bakawarya, Ma'aishiaka, Ashar, Tazarai, Bashada, Wachag, Ha'asap, Bataza'ath, Hashana, Ba'asapaka, Ath, Ma'aishiaka, Man, Ha-Shada. Verse 17, Shalash, Pa'imium, Salakia, Pa'imium, Bashana, Yara'ah, Kal, Zaka, Waraka, Al, or Allah, Panya, Ha'adan, Yahweh. Verse 18, La'ah, Hazabak, Thazabak, Salakia, Thazabak, Al, Kambataza, Dam, Zakakia, Wala'ah, Yaya, Yaila, Yun, Lai, Salakia, Yala, Yun, Kalab, Kagia, Aid, Bakwar. Verse 19, Ra'ashathia, Ra'ashayath, Salakia, Bakwaria, Adam, Mathaka, Tabaya'ah, Bayath, Yahweh, Alahayaka, La'ah, Tabashal, Gadia, Bakalab, Amawa. One more. 19 was the last one. Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 13 in English. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Verse 14, 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year. Verse 15, thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as commanded thee. And in the time appointed of the month Abib, for in it thou camest out of Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty. Verse 16, and the feast of harvest, the first fruits of thy labor which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering, which is in the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. Salaki, sir. No, I won't go ahead. Verse 17, 3 times in the year all the males shall appear before the Lord God, the Most High. Verse 18, thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, neither shall the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning. Verse 19, the first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring into the house of the Lord thy God, and thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 20 in the Hebrew. Hana, Anakia, Shalak, Mala'aka, Lapanyaka, Lashamaraka, Badaraka, Wala Habia'aka, Al, Hamakwawums, Ashar, Hakanathia, Verse 21. Hashamar, Bapunyawa, Washemai, Bakolwa, Al, Thamar, Bawa, Kaya, La'a, Yasha'a, La Pasha'aikum, Kaya, Shamya, Bakwa, Bakarabwa. Verse 22. Kaya, Shemai, Thashemai, Bakolwa, Wa Aishiath, Kal, Ashar, Adabar, Wa Yabathia, Ath, Ayabayaka, Wa Tazarathia, Ath, Tazaroria, Riaka, Roriaka. Verse 23. Kaya, Yalaka, Malaakia, Lapanyaka, Waha Biaka, Al, Ha'amaria, Waha Kathia, Waha Kathia, Waha Parazaya, Waha Kanaania, Hathowaya, Hakawaya, Wahaya Bawamya, no, Wahaya Bawasia, Waha Kadathiawa. That was a new one. Verse 24. La'a Thasha Thakathwa. La'a La Hayahum. Wala'a Tha'ai Badam. Wala'a Tha'aisha Kama Aishiathum. Kaya Haram Haras Salakia Haras Faha Rasum Washabar Vashabar Mataza Bathiahum. Verse 25. Wa'ai Badathum Ath Yahweh Alahayakum Wabaraka Ath Lakamaka Wa'ath Mayamka Waha Sarathia Makala Makarabka. Verse 26. Verse 26. La'a Bahaya Mashakala wa Aikwara Ba'aratazaka Ath Masapar Yamyaka Amala'a. Verse, this is the book of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 20 in English. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Verse 21, beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgression, for my name is in him. Verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries. Verse 23. For mine angel shall go before thee and bring thee unto the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites, the Hivites and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. Verse 24. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them and quiet break down their images. Verse 25. And ye shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. Man, that's something, man. It's like if I may just say one thing real quick. I'm just trying to tell Israel, everybody, we were offered the greatest deal ever offered anywhere in existence, man. There was never a better deal than this, man, ever. You understand? Verse 26. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren, meaning that all of the women none of our women will be barren. In thy land, the number of thy days I will fulfill, if I may, meaning you will have a full life. I mean, I don't know what more could we want than that. I really don't. Okay, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 27. I will send my fear before thee. Oh, Salakia. Most I ain't correct. The water, sir. Ath. Ayam Maktia. Ashalak. Lapanyaka. Waha Matia. Ath. Kal Ha'aim. Ashar. Baba'ah. Baham. Wana Tathia. Ath. Kal. Ayabyaka. Aliaka. Irap. Verse 28. Washa Lakathia. Ath. Hatazara'ai. Lapanyaka. Wagarasha. Ath. Haha wa'a. Haha waya. Ath. Hakanainya. Wa'ath. Hakathia. Malapanyaka. Verse 29. La'ah. Agarashia nawa. No, agarashanwa. Bapanyaka. Bashana. Akath. Pan. Vahaya. Ha'arataza. Shamama. Waraba. Aliaka. Thayath. Hashada. Verse 30. Ma'ait. Agarash nawa. Mapanyaka. Aid. Ashar. Vapara. Wana kalath. Ath. Ha'aratazar. Verse 31. Washathia. Ath. Gabalaka. Mayam. Sawap. Wa'aid. Yam. Palashathium. Wama Madabar. Aid. Hanahar Kaya. Athun. Baya Dakam Ath. Yeshabia. Ha'aratazar. Waga Rashath. Washathamwa. Mapanyaka. Verse 32. La'ah. Thakarath. Laham. Wala Alahayaham. Barayath. Verse 33. La'ah. Yashabwa. Ba'aratazaka. Ba'aratazaka. Pun. Yatha Taya'awa. Athaka. Laya Kaya. Tha'ibad. Ath. Alahaya. 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 Kaya. Yahaya. Laka. Lamawa. Lamawakwash. Lamawakwash. We did 6, right? We did 6. We get one more in the next chapter. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wa Allah Masha Amar Ilah Al Yahweh Atha Wa Harun Harun Nadab Wa Bayath Wa Washa Ba'ayim Maza Kwanya Yashara Allah Waha Shataka Wayatham Marakak. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 27 in English. I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come, and will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. And verse 28, and I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before thee. Verse 29, I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. So, verse 30. By little and little I will drive them out before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. Verse 31. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines. Salakia.
27 to 11.
Okay.
Not 33.
Okay, because I had went to 1.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that was the last one.
Kind of went that. By little while, drive them out. Salakia, if I may, sir.
What's up?
I just want to say, like, you know, the Most High explained how he was going to do it in increments. Mm-hmm. And he gave the reason why. You understand what I'm saying? He wanted to make sure there was enough food and stuff to sustain you while you was whipping these other nations' ass. You understand? This is what he's trying to tell you. Don't try to do it all too quick. Just be patient, and the Lord will lead you. You understand? Like, this is so, like, I mean, if you don't love being an Israelite, brother, I don't know.
We got the best culture and the best power, you know what I'm saying, you could ever have, man. You know what I mean? The Lord how to make everything function, man, how to make everything work properly, man. You know what I mean? Even when it came down to war, like we got a war, in Israel, we wouldn't have a thing called inflation. You know what I mean? We wouldn't need to raise the tax and the value of everything and tax the people more and take more money from the people. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we would already have a system into play for, you know, things like this occurring, man. You know what I'm saying? America goes to war and all the civilians have to suffer. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, that they protecting has to suffer for them to go to war. Everything they say, what? They say America, what, like $13 trillion in debt from war. You know what I mean? Still loaning out money that they ain't even got. They giving out money they ain't even got, Yanazar. And he be selling them damn tanks. They get away for free. He be selling them guns and tanks. You know what I'm saying? Paying back what the hell you owe, man. You know what I'm saying? But now you right, Yanazar. Like, if you don't love this, man. It's clearly because, you know what I'm saying, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Most of our people, man, we don't know. All we know is, you know what I'm saying, the love of America and how glorious and, you know, beautiful America is. When you read these scriptures, brother, and you learn about our culture, like, America is a damn pebble compared to, you know what I'm saying, compared to what we have, man. It's nothing. It's dust. You understand? Damn dust, man. When it comes to what the hell we got. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing on this.
Yeah, and it says in verse, let me get my glasses.
No, you too well, everything.
Verse 32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods.
You understand? That's important, man. That's important that we understand these scriptures. Like, we so damn hard-headed. We think we can go about different ways and, you know, try to make deals and covenants and, you know what I mean, be at peace with these people when we can't, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say that, well, we should be peaceable with all men, but we're not at peace with these other nations, man. You understand? Because they only have the intent to what? To destroy us, man. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And then the difference is when we learn their culture and embrace their culture, we forget who our power is, man. You understand? Their gods that they serve already ain't real. You know what I mean? They try to alter their gods and configure them to be more like our power. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, we take our culture, we just throw it the hell away and embrace their garbage. You understand? The Lord knows that. That's why he said, well, man, don't make no deals with them. Don't make no covenants with them. Don't serve their gods. Don't embrace their culture, their gods, none of that stuff. Leave it the hell alone. You know what I mean? Leave it alone, man. That's all throughout the Bible. You know what I mean? But your Christian pastor, he don't want to go in his Old Testament. He be running from the Old Testament on his own. You don't want to read none of these scriptures, man. But you too up there, you can run it down.
Verse 33, they shall not dwell in thy land. Meaning like, hey, we supposed to be separate, man. And because we let these people live among us, hey, man.
Come on, it's gonna tell you why.
Yep.
Read on.
Lest they make thee sin against me.
Read on.
For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee.
You understand? What the hell has Buddha done for us, man? What captivity Buddha saved us from? What captivity Christianity saved us from, man? What captivity that Muslim Mars saved us from, man? What captivity has Muhammad saved us from, man? What oppression has Muhammad saved us from? Good. No, I was just watching the general. He was breaking it down how they murdered. You know what I'm saying? They were murdering them damn people. You know what I'm saying? I know you seen the class in Chicago. He's breaking down how they were murdering women and children, babies, like it was like they were nothing, man. Yeah, man. That was insane. He was breaking that down. I was like, good night.
So like I said, I was 15 years old when that happened.
Oh man. So you heard about it when
it was a big story because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had bought the house, you know, and he was Luau Cinder back then. He had just changed into Islam. And he bought this house. Anyway, the long story short is that they went in there and they did heinous crimes, man. They drowned a 9-day-old.
Yeah, 9 days.
9-day-old baby in front of his mother and then stabbed her to death. You know, like, and this is what, you know, this is the Nation of Islam did against this Hanafi group of Muslims, which was a break-off, a fake Islamic group.
And we still joining them. Still joining them, giving them our love. Like there's anything to hope for in that place besides death. That's all you got to hope for in there is death, man. Death, drugs, and prison. That's it.
All we want in this kingdom is just this. All we want in this earth is just to be separated from these other nations, man. Because within our own nation, we have everything we need, man. We don't need none of these nations. They need us. If you don't know.
And if I could, like that, like that's heavy. But it's like we can't see that if we don't what? If we don't take off that facade of this place as being so great, man. We gotta start seeing this place for what the hell it is, man. It's a wicked cesspool. It is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, man. This place is sick. You know what I'm saying? What the general was bringing out, man. The whole head is sick, man. Everything is sick in this place, man. All the leaders are corrupt. All the organizations are corrupt. It's sick, man. And you got to step back and you got to evaluate America for what it is and realize that there is no hope and love in this place, man. There is no fixing this place, man. You can't fix what the Lord meant to be crooked. You know what I mean? All we can do is what? All we can do is change our life and be straight and inspire the damn world to be better. We're the inspiration for this world to be better. You know what I mean? We so busy trying to be like them. We supposed to be better than them. Show them how the hell it's done, man.
That's right.
Show them how it's done. Because they've been in charge for this damn long and the world is in shambles like this. Clearly, they don't know what the hell they doing, man. Clearly, somebody else need to take the helm. And, you know what I mean? A black man named Yahweh Shai Mashiach is going to take the helm. You know what I mean? And show them how it's done. You know what I mean? So like,
this is the book of Exodus, chapter 24 and verse 1. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24 and verse 2 in the Hebrew. Wanagash, Mashah, Labadwa, Al Yahweh, Yahum, La'ah, Yagashwa, La'aim, La'ah, Ya'al Yahweh, I'm what? Verse 3. Waya Ba'ah, Mashah, Waya Sapar, Waya Ba'a, Masha, Laya Sapar, La'aim, Ath, Kal, Debaria, Yahweh, Wa'ath, Kal, Hama, Shapatium, Waya Ain, Ha'aim, Wawal, Akkad, Waya Amarwa, Kal, Hada, Barium, Bashar, Debar, Yahweh, Na Aisha. Verse 4, Waya Kathab, Masha'ath, Kal, Debaria, Yahweh, Waya Shakam, Babakwar, Waya Bun, Mazabak, Thakath, Hahar, Washathium, Aishara, Matazabah, Lashanyam, Aishar, Shabbatia, Yasha Allah. Verse 5. Wayashalak Ath, Na'airia, Banya Yasha Allah, Waya Alia, Alia Wa, Ilath, Waya Zabakwa, Zabakium, Shalomyum, La Yahweh, Parayum. Verse 6. Wayakwak, Masha, Katazaya, Hadum, Wayasham, Ba'aganath, Wakatazaya, Hadum, Zarak, Al, Hama, Zabak. Verse 7. Wayakwak, Sapar, Habariath, Wayakwara, Ba'azunya, Ha'im, Waya Amarwa, Kal, Ashar, Debar, Yahweh, Na'isha, Wana Shammai. 8 is the last one. We started at 2, 8 is the last
one. Well, you just pick up at 7.
Okay. Gonna one call. Okay, so we're gonna start at 7. We're gonna start at 1 and go up to 7 and get reset. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, and verse 1 in English. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. Verse 2. And Moses shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord and all the judgments. And the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which the Lord hath said, we will do. If I may, sir. A covenant is an agreement between two parties. Moses is the mediator. Here is one of the instances where it is recorded that all the people agreed to obey and follow God and follow the covenant. This is right here. It happens, I think, 2 more times, at least 1 more time, where the people actually voiced their agreement to their covenant. This is a deal that was brokered, so to speak, between Moses and the children of Israel. You understand? And Most High kept his end of the bargain, and we did not. You understand? And he proclaimed that the punishments are going to come upon us, and every last one of them has. And we understand this in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana, and we just want you to know and to accept it and to understand it and come back. What was I to verse 2? No. I was at verse 4. Yeah, I just read 3, right? Verse 4. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord and rose up early in the morning and builded an altar under the hill and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 5. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. Verse 6. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. Verse 7, and he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And here it is again. They said, all that the Lord hath said, we will do, and be obedient. There's Salakia, sir, if I may. There's no difference between us and those people. We're those same people. You understand? We carry the same burden. You understand? We carry the same responsibility forever. This is our responsibility. And we can't escape it, and no matter how we try, because to try to escape it is to our ruin, to our destruction. And it's a good thing. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, and verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wayakwak Masha'ath Hadam Waya Zarak Al Ha'im Waya Amar Hana Dum Habarathia Habarayath Ashar Karath Yahweh Imakam Al Kal Hadabarium Ma'Allah Ha'Allah. Verse 9. Waya'al Masha wa Akar wa Aharon Nadab wa Abi Hawa Hawa'a wa Abi Hawa'a wa Shaba'ayim Mazakwanya Yasha'ala. Verse 10. Waya Ra'awa Ath Alahaya Yasha'ala Watha Kath Ragalaya Wa Kama Aisha Labanath Hasapayar Waka Aitazum Hashamyam Latahar. Verse 11. Wala'a Ataza Yalaya Bunya Yasha Alala'a Shalak Yadwa Waya Kazawa Ath Ha'alahayim Waya Akolwa Waya Shathwa. Verse 12. Waya Amar Yahweh al-Mashah Ilah Aliyah Hahara Waya Wahaya Shum Wa Athana Laka Ath Lakath Ha'abun Waha Tazara Waha Matazawath Ashar Kathabathia Laha Waratham. Verse 13. Wayaquam Masha Waya Hawa Yahweh Shai Waya Hawa Shai Waya Hawa Shai Ma Sharathwa Waya Al Masha Al Har Ha'alahayim. 14 is the last one. Right? Wa'al Hazaquanyam Amar Shabwa Lanwa Baza Aid Ashar Nashawab Aliyakam Wahana Aharan Wa the war. Imakam Maya Baal Debarium Yagash Alaham. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24 and verse 8 in English. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord made with you concerning these words. Verse 9. Then Moses went up, and Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and the 70 of the elders of Israel. Verse 10. And they saw the God of Israel. There was under his feet as it were a paved work of a sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in his cleanness. They saw a vision of the Most High's foot on the kingdom of heaven, and it was beautiful. You understand? They didn't actually see the Most High. They saw a vision of his foot touching the ground. In the body of heaven in his cleanness, man. You understand? That's what it's all about. It's about being clean. And anyway, you're going to find out. Verse 11. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel, he laid not his hand. Also, they saw the Most High and did eat and drink. Verse 12. And the Lord said unto Moses, come up to me into the mount and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone and a law and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. Verse 13. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, Yahushua, that's what I was saying. And Moses went up into the mount of the Most High. Verse 14. And he said unto the elders, tarry ye here for us until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matters to do, let him come unto them. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24 and verse 15 in the Hebrew. Waya al Masha al Hahar, Waya Kas Ha'ainan Ath Hahar. 16. Waya Shakun Kabawad Yahweh al-Har Sayanya Waya Kasahawa Ha'ainan Shashath Yam Yam Waya Kwara'ah al-Masha Baya Wum Hasha Baya Aya Ma Thawaka Ha'ainan. Verse 17. Wama Ra'ah Kabawad Yahweh Ka'ash Akalath Bara'ash Hahar La'ayanaya Banya Yasha Allah. Verse 18. Waya Ba'a Masha Bathwaka Ha'ainan Waya al Hahar Waya Haya Masha Bahar Ara Ba'ayam Yakwam Wa Arabaya Ayam Ra'a Raba'ayam Layallah. We did 4. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Debar Yahweh al-Masha la Amar. Verse 2. Debar al-Banya Yasha Allah Waya Kwakwa Laya Thara Wama Ma'ath Kal Ayash Ashar Ya the Bunwa Labwa Thaqwa Ath Thara Wamathia. Verse 3. Waza'ath Hathara Wamma Ashar Thaqwa Ma'atham Zahab wa Kasab Wana Kashath. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24 and verse 15. And Moses went up unto the mount, and a cloud covered the mount. Verse 16. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight of the glory of, verse 17, and the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mount in the eyes of the children of Israel. Verse 18, and Moses went into the midst of the cloud and got him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. He was getting some serious learning up there, boy.
Break down.
Mm-hmm. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering of every man that giveth it willingly with his heart. Ye shall take my offering, my offerings. Verse 3, and this is the offering which ye shall take of them, gold and silver and brass. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25 and verse 4 in the Hebrew. Wahakalath, wa'aragamum, man, waha wala'aith, shanya, washash, wa'iziyam. Verse 5, wa'irath, ayalam, ma'adamiyam, wa'irath, vakashiyam, wa'itazayah, shatiam. Verse 6, shaman, Salakia, La Amar, Bashamyam, La Shaman, Hamashaka, Wala Quatarath, Hasamyam. Verse 7, Abunya, Shaham, Wa Abunya, Mala Ayam, La Apad, Wala Kashan. Verse 8, Wa Aishawa, Laya, Makadash, Washa Kath, Washa Kanathia, Batha will come. Verse 9, Kakal, Ashar, Anya, Ma'a, Ma, Ra'ah, Awathaka, Ath, Thaba, the Bunyath, Hama Shakan, Wa'ath, the Bunyath, Kal, Kaliyawa, Wakan, the Aishawa. Verse 10, Wa Aishawa, Arawan, Aitazaya, Shatayam, Amathiam, Wakata Taya, Wakaza Ya, Arakawa, Arakwa, Wa Ama, Wa Katazaya, Rakabwa, Wa Ama, Wa Katazaya, Kwa Mathwa, or Mathwa. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25 and verse 4. And blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair and ram's skin dyed red and badger skin and shittim wood. Verse 6, oil for the light, spices for anointing and for sweet incense. Verse 7, onyx stones and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. Verse 25. And let them make me a sanctuary that I might dwell among them. Verse 9. According to all that I show thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so ye shall make it. Verse 10. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25 and verse 11 in the Hebrew. What Taza Payath, Athwa, Zahab, Ta, Hawar, Mabayath, Wama, Kawat Taza, Tadazapanwa, Wa Aishiath, Alyawa, Zar, Zahab, Sabayab. Verse 12. Wait, Tazakwat, Lawa, Arabai, Taba'ith, Zahab, Wana Thathath, Al Arabai, Pa Imathiawa, Washathia, Taba'ith, Al Tazala Aiwa, Ha'akath, Washathia, Taba'ith, Al Tazala Aiwa, Hashunyath, verse 13. Wa Aishiath, Badya, Aitazaya, Shatiam, Wataza Payath, Atham, Zahab. Verse 14. Wa Haba'ath, Ath, Habadium, Bata Ba'aith, Al Tazala'aith, Ha'arahon, Ha'aran, Lasha'ath, Ath, Ha'aran, Baham. Verse 15. Ba'aith, Ha'arat, Ha'aran, Yahayawa, Hadam, Habadium, Salakia, Abadium, La'a, Yasarwa, Mamanwa. Verse 16. When Athath Al Ha'aron, Ath Ha'aidath, Ashar, Athun, Aliyaka. 17 is the last one. Okay. Verse 17. Wa Aishiath, Kaparath, Zahab. No, can you stop it? Yes, 16 should have been the last. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we go back, we start at 11. Yeah, okay. This is the book of Exodus in chapter 25, verse 11 in English. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, with and without shalt thou overlay it, and shall make upon it a crown of gold around about. Verse 12. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof, and 2 rings shall be in the side of it, and 2 rings in the other side of it. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. Verse 15. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark. They shall not be taken from it. Verse 16. And thou shalt put into the ark of the testimony which I shall give thee. Verse 17. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold, 2 cubits, and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof. So that joint 4 feet high.
Decent size, man. Understand? You know what I mean? So we're gonna clip it up right there. Right? Yeah, come on, please.
Like if you listen to this, you know, these bastards try to say that we got skills from them in slavery. That is asinine. You understand? We've always been craftsmen and people of skill, always.
Come on, man. We went to Stagville Plantation, man. You understand? We went to Stagville Plantation. We seen the quarters and the buildings that those slaves built, man. We seen an entire damn building constructed with not one nail, brothers and sisters. Not one damn nail. Had damn near a whole tree, you know what I mean, going through the whole damn building in one beam. You know what I mean? And you want to, you know what I mean? Come on, man. You want to tell me some slave master was overseeing that the whole day, teaching them the come on, man. Like, stop the madness. We've always been a skillful and resourceful people, man.
That's right.
That's just who we are. They can't take that from us. You know what I mean? They can put a patent on everything and, try to copyright everything and, claim that they made this and made that. We know good and damn well, man. The truth, the Lord gonna let the truth always be known, man. It's gonna come out eventually. Everything will come out. It's gonna hit the fan and we gonna know everything that they've been lying about, man. You understand? We are the greatest people on the face of the earth, man.
That's right.
Ain't nobody better than us, man. Nobody better than the Black, Hispanic, Native American man or woman. That's just facts. That's a pill they got to just swallow, man. You know what I mean? And we should just be a nation and embrace who the hell we are. We've been in the bottom our whole damn life. Don't you want more for yourself? If not for yourself, what about your children and their children, man? You understand? You know what I'm saying? But Lord allow, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna clip it up right here, but Lord allow next week. We'll pick right back up at Exodus chapter 25 and verse 17, right? So we'll pick up next week. Yeah, kind of. You know what I mean? We'll pick it up, Lord allow, next week. So just up here, medium. Run to the restroom real quick. Yeah. Sign Christ. Men of Israel, gird thyself to prepare to the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Rakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Rakiyah.
So Amadium, this means to stand. Wapaniyakodam, this means rise and face the east. Start off with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kwadash.
Kwadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratizayaka.
Zayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Natanlanawa.
Latandanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawum.
Yawum.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawafyanawa.
Kabawathyanawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'ayanawa.
Tabi'ayanawa.
Banasaya 1.
Banasaya 1.
Abol.
Abol.
Hawashayanawa.
Habashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwat.
Hamalakwat.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahathraparis.
Wathapara.
La'aiwalamyam.
La'aiwalanium.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shah.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Hakak.
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 La Para'ah.
La Pa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Marawa.
Wakal Marawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Tahar.
La Tahar.
Ha Matazarayam.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Hakwiyam.
La Hakwiyam.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al Rarakawath.
Al Rakarawath.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Allahayim?
Why Allahayim?
Matazabaya.
Matazabaya.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawapium.
Alawapium.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Hakwatazayanyam.
Hakwatazayanyam.
Hakoya yoyum.
Hakoya yoyum.
Wahakwatian.
Wahakwatian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
The 121st Psalm in Hebrew. Aisha.
Aisha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharium.
Al-Haharium.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'arataza.
Wa'arataza.
Al-Yathun.
Al-Yathun.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka. Hanala'a. Yanawum. Wala'a.
Yayashun.
Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh.
Shemarka.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Aliyah. Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
La'a.
Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makalrai. Yashamar. Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Taza'atka.
Wabawa'aka. Maitha. Wa'aid. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. Sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
The 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Dami Alaka.
Al-Dami Alaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al-Thashakwat.
Al. Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Ya'ira Yamwa.
Yawada.
Wayatha. Ya'aitazawa. Al-Tazapa Wanyaka.
Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakida. Magoya. Wala'a. Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Kaya. Nawa'aitazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Aliyaka.
Barayath.
Yakarathwa.
Aholia.
Arawam.
Wayashamai.
Alayam. Mawa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Gabal. Wa'aimawan.
Wa'aimalak.
Palashath. I'm
Yeshabia.
Wahagarium. Tazawar. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zerawai.
Labanyalawat. Salah.
Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Manakal.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa. Bayan. Dara. Hayawa. Daman. Ladama. Shayatamwa. Nada. Yabmawa. Karab. Wakazabak. Wakatazal. Manai.
Kaunasaya Kamwa.
Ashar.
Amarwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa.
Af. Na'awaf. Alahayab. Shayatamwa. Kagogala. Kakwash. Lapanyaraka. Kaash. Tabi'ira. Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Talahat. Harayam. Khan. Daradapma. Basa'iraka. Wabasa. Wapathka. Tabahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shimka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayabaholwa. Ayai. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadayawa.
Kaya Atha.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Labadka. Aliyawan. Al-Kaharatazar. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Abba and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yajamatah, class dismissed.
Clip that joint real quick.